Hooray for a great day! Welcome to our class grade for learners. It's Miss Patricia Damian Arboneo, your teacher for today. It's the start of the last quarter for this school year. So come and join me again as we discover another wonder in the world of English. Today, our main objective is to write a short story, fiction or non-fiction, with its complete elements. Later, you may ask questions regarding our lesson. For the meantime, type in the comment box your name and the name of your school. Remember to be polite and avoid unnecessary comments. So my dear learners, did you have your breakfast already? Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. So make sure not to skip it because it will help you focus on your lessons and will give you strength throughout the day. This morning, I had rice, tocino, and egg for my breakfast. Let us know what the character had for his breakfast in our story today. Let's read together. Kurt's breakfast. It was very early in the morning. Kurt woke up with a hungry stomach. He dressed up. Then he went to the kitchen. He prepared a small pan and made bacon and eggs. The bacon was very crunchy and tasty. After that, Kurt put a few cookies on a plate and ate them with a cup of milk. The character in the story had bacon and eggs, cookies, and a cup of milk for breakfast. First question, children. Who is the character in the story? Right. The character in the story is Kurt. Second question. Where did he go after he woke up? Yes. After he woke up, he went to the kitchen. Third, why did he go there? That's correct. He went there to prepare breakfast because he was hungry. Fourth question, what was the first thing he did in the kitchen? Right again. First, he prepared a small pan and made bacon and eggs. Last one. What was the last thing he did? Well done. Lastly, he ate the cookies with a cup of milk. Children, the story that you just have read is classified as a fiction story. Fiction refers to stories or narratives created from the imagination. On the other hand, non-fiction refers to factual stories that are based on real people and true events such as the stories you watch in the news and biographies of famous people. Now, let us take note of the highlighted words and phrases in the story. We have early in the morning, woke up with a hungry stomach, kitchen, prepared a small pan, and Kurt. These details are important because they make up the whole story. They are what we call elements of the story. One of the elements is the character. The characters can be persons or animals or objects who play different roles in the story. Next is setting. The setting tells us where and when the story happens. The plot is also an element. It is the order of sequence of events in the story. The plot is composed of the exposition, rising action, the climax, the falling action, and the resolution. Moreover, we have the problem, which is an issue or conflict in the story, and the solution, which tells how the problem got solved. These elements make up the story complete and nice to read. To know more about them, let us read a short story. The Artesian Well. Nonoy lived in a little barrio far from the town. He had to wake up early every morning to fetch water from a well. He had to make several trips before he could fill a big jar. One day, men came to the barrio to drill an artesian well. In 10 days, the artesian well was ready. It was like there was a fiesta. Barrio people lined up to get water. When Nonoy's turn came, he took a long drink. How cool and satisfying the water tasted. Did you like the story, children? Great! Now let us identify the characters in the story. They are Nonoy, the men, and the barrio people. The story happened in a little barrio. What happened in each part of the plot? Here they are. What about the problem? Nonoy had to get up early and had to make several trips in fetching water. With this, the solution is that an artesian well was made. Let us try this one. Read with me, children. Jose and the guavas. Jose climbed the guava tree near his house. It had many ripe fruits. He picked as many as he could and put them in his pocket. Then he sat on a branch and began eating them. While he was eating, he felt the branch break. He did not know it was a dead branch. Down, down he fell. After that, he did not know what happened. When he woke up, he was in a hospital bed. His two arms were in cast. Who is the character in the story, children? Right, it's Jose. Where did it happen? Right again. Setting is on a guava tree near his house. And then, this is the plot of the story with Jose falling as the climax. What do you think is the problem in the story? Good. It's Jose falling from a broken branch. Can you guess what the solution is? Nice! He was brought in a hospital and had his arms cast. You're doing great, children. This time, you try. Read the passage. Choose the letter of the best answer. Mang Robert called my name to come sit in the chair. First, he washed my hair. I love the smell of the shampoo he uses. Then, once he was done washing my hair, he began to cut it. I love getting my hair cut. First question, what is the setting of the story? Is it A, B, C, or D? It's letter C, in a barber shop. Second question, which is not part of the setting? Is it A, B, C, or D? Good. It's letter C, the problem. Next selection. Tim loved baseball, but he hated his old baseball glove. He wanted to play with a new glove, but he didn't have any money, so he decided to steal one. When Tim got caught stealing the glove, his parents said he couldn't play baseball at all that summer as his punishment. Third question, children. What is the problem of the story? Choose from A or B. Right, it's letter B. He didn't have any money, so he decided to steal one. Fourth question, what is the solution presented? Is it A or B? Very good. It's letter B again. Tim couldn't play baseball at all that summer. For the last question, what kind of story is Tim's story? Is it A or B? Right, it's letter A. It's a fiction. Good job, grade 4. To sum up, fiction refers to stories or narratives created from the imagination. On the other hand, nonfiction refers to factual stories that are based on real people and true events. A story, children, consists of elements. These are characters, setting, plot, problem, and the solution. The characters can be persons or animals. The setting tells us where and when the story happens, whereas the plot is the order or sequence of events in the story. The plot is composed of the exposition, rising action, the climax, the falling action, and the resolution. Moreover, we have the problem, which is an issue or conflict in the story, and the solution, which tells how the problem got solved. When writing a short story, be reminded of the following: your margins, indentation, capitalization, and punctuation. As I always say, a smart child always asks. If you have questions about our topic for today, type them now in the comment box to be gathered by our teacher moderator. Time starts now. All right, let me answer your questions. The question here says, which part of the plot do problems happen? That's a good question. Usually, children, problems happen in the climax because as it is the turning point of the story, the problem catches the people's attention. And so, the solution is presented also afterwards in the falling action. Thank you for sending us your questions, Valenzuelano learners. For this lesson, answer these activities in your module. what's in on page 2, what's more on page 3, and what I can do and assessment on page 4. Race on to the next topic, which is about writing a reaction about a character in a story read. Thank you for watching, and always remember that in any situation, education must continue. This is Valenzuela Live English 4, and once again, have a good day!